It's Monday, July 28. In the headlines, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness and opposition leader Mark Golding lead tributes to Grace Kennedy's former CEO, Don Webby, who passed away on Saturday. In business news, remittance slightly up, but overall impact down. Regionally, Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Mottley explains free movement of CARICOM nationals. And UWI's medical trailblazers inspire the next generation. In sports, Arnett Gardens begin CFU Club Shield title defense with a 4-0 victory over the Blanc FC. This is the news on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. Former Group CEO of Grace Kennedy Limited, Don Webby, passed away on July 26 at age 62 after a period of illness at the University Hospital of the West Indies. A respected business leader and a public servant, Webby led Grace Kennedy from 2011 to 2025, driving significant growth and international expansion. He retired earlier this year due to health issues. Known for his integrity, generosity, and commitment to social causes, he also served as a government senator. Tributes have poured in from the private sector organization of Jamaica, honoring him as a transformational figure in Jamaican business and society. PSOJ's president, Metri Siaga, says in a statement, quote, "We have lost a true titan of industry and a servant leader whose life's work has left an indelible mark on Jamaica." End quote. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness posted a statement on his social media account saying, "We mourn the passing of a respected former government senator and a visionary leader whose influence spanned both public service and private enterprise." End quote. He further, quote, "Don was known not just for his professional excellence, but for his character, kind, gracious, deeply principled, and unwaveringly committed to Jamaica's future." End quote. Opposition leader Mark Golding also made a post saying, "His contributions to public policy and private enterprise have played a meaningful part in Jamaica's recent development story. His passing represents the close of a chapter of national service. He was a personal friend who I got to know well during the years I served as a director on the board of Grace Kennedy Limited." End quote. The late Senator Webby is survived by his wife, Hillary, and 3 children. Funeral details are forthcoming. Sweet J.A., performed by Abigail Abidi Dunstan, is the winning entry in the 2025 Jamaica Festival Song Competition. The announcement was made during the Grand Results Show held at the Emancipation Park in St. Andrew on Saturday, July 26. The winning song was selected through a combination of votes from a panel of judges and the Jamaican public. Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Grange, presented Ms. Dunstan with the coveted Jamaica Festival Song Trophy, along with a $3 million cash prize. The prize will be shared equally among the performer, songwriter, and producer in recognition of their collaborative contribution to the competition.
Sweet J.
Second place went to Brother C and Jegsy with their entry, "Come Make We Rally."
Come make we rally, make we rally, make we rally. In love and unity, make we rally, make we rally, make we rally. We're all Jamaicans.
While Raldine Loaded Eagle Dyer secured third place for his performance of Jam Down.
The world just about do over we jam down. You know see Father God do over we jam down. Number one totally jam down. Me love see me hill and gully jam down.
The Jamaica Festival Song Competition remains a cornerstone of the country's emancipation and independence celebrations, promoting national pride through music and highlighting the vibrancy of Jamaican culture. It's a major milestone for one of Jamaica's most iconic companies. Ray and Nephew Limited is celebrating 200 years in operation. Founded back in 1825 by John Ray, the company started as a small tavern in Kingston. Today, it's a global name in rum, exporting to more than 60 countries and flying the flag for Jamaican quality around the world. Dr. Joy Spencer is the world's first female master blender, and she has been with the company over 40 years. She reflects on memorable changes.
The modernization of the agricultural sector, aging, blending, bottling facilities, a first world laboratory, and the remodeling of our fabulous visitor center. The most intriguing for me was how we transported our rum. There was a time when tankers made several trips across Spanish Town Road, carrying our rum from one facility to another. The logistics were complex. The traffic disruptions, constant. Accidents, constant. And the process daunting. Then came modern engineering, a pipeline installed beneath Spanish Town Road, carrying rum. So it now quietly and efficiently transfers our rum from one side of the road to the next, a testament to how innovation and evolution help to solve age-old challenges.
Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says the celebration of 200 years in operation is also a celebration of Jamaica's development.
Of who we are, how far we have come, and where we are going as a people. We are especially pleased to welcome Mr. Simon Hunt, CEO of the Campari Group, on his visit to Jamaica. Since its acquisition of Ray and Nephew in 2012, the Campari Group has not only safeguarded the brand, but has also invested in its growth.
Ray and Nephew is the maker of the world's top-selling high-strength white rum, the famous White Overproof, and Appleton Estate Jamaica rum, one of the most respected brands globally. The company's influence stretches beyond beverages. It has helped shape Jamaica's economy, built local infrastructure, created jobs, and invested in renewable energy and sustainable production.
You mentioned COVID-19. And I remembered how the enterprise pivoted. I remember how they reacted and how they engaged not only the community, the adjoining community, but all of Jamaica.
From gold medals at world fairs to deep roots in Jamaican culture, Ray and Nephew has spent 2 centuries building not just a brand, but a legacy. Time now for the Business Report with Denise Williams.
Welcome to today's Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, here to bring you the stories shaping the financial world and guiding your journey to smarter business decisions. Let's dive into the top headlines. The Bank of Jamaica says remittance inflows climbed by 3.6% to just over US $1.4 billion during the first 5 months of this year when compared to a similar period last year, as reported by RJR News. But the BOJ notes that this growth was significantly lower than increases seen in other countries, such as El Salvador, which grew at 19.2%, Guatemala at 11.4%, and Mexico at 8.3%. And about 68.2% of the funds to Jamaica come from the United States, followed by 11.5% from the United Kingdom, 9.6% from Canada, and 6.3% from the Cayman Islands. Despite the increase, the BOJ reports that remittances as a share of gross domestic product fell to 16.9% last year, down from 20.2% in 2022. Consolidated Bakeries Jamaica Limited, which trades on the junior stock market as Purity, has secured a $600 million 10-year credit facility from Sagicor Bank Jamaica. According to its press release, the multi-purpose loan facility includes tranches to refinance existing loan agreements, invest in plant upgrades and production efficiencies, and provide additional liquidity for working capital. The strategic financing arrangement is expected to strengthen the company's balance sheet and enhance its capacity to execute key business initiatives. For the trading period ending July 25, 2025, these were the most actively traded stocks. Toll road operator Trans-Jamaica Highway Limited with 1,971,411 units traded, representing 16.86% of market sales volume. Alternative energies provider Wigton Energy Limited with 1,878,330 units traded, representing 16.07% of market sales volume. Caribbean financial conglomerate NCB Financial Group Limited with 1,393,307 units traded, representing 11.92% of market sales volume. We now shift our focus to the Forex market rate set by the Bank of Jamaica. On July 25, 2025, the Bank of Jamaica reported US $49.80 million purchased and US $42.84 million sold by Forex traders. Forex traders earned $1.97 per dollar, selling the US at $161.29 and buying the US at $159.32. The Canadian dollar netted Forex traders 49 cents per transaction, with selling at $117.90 and buying at $117.41. The British pound yielded Forex traders $9.04 in profits, with selling at $219.30 and buying at $210.26. For our credit report tip of the day, let's get real. When you are navigating anxiety, burnout, grief, or depression, credit scores and unpaid bills can feel like the last thing on your list, and yet they quietly accumulate in the background, affecting your future access to housing, funding, and financial peace. But here's the truth. You are not your credit score. You're not your past due notices. You are not the lowest point of your story. If you've walked through mental health struggles and now feel strong enough to face your finances, that is worth celebrating. So review your credit report even if it feels scary. Pick one account to bring current or negotiate. Celebrate micro wins. Ask for help and get real help. Now, if you're building something from nothing and you're moving from financial recovery to financial resilience, again, let's be honest, starting over or scaling up financially after the age of 45 requires more than just hope. It requires strategy, self-belief, and a strong pinch. Whether you're recovering from divorce, job loss, a failed business, or simply tired of being underestimated, your next level begins when you can clearly pitch who you are, what you need, and why it matters. Here are ways to strengthen your ability to pitch for support so that you can attract capital clients, collaborators, and credibility. First, list 3 outcomes that you consistently deliver. Then ask others how you help them solve a problem. And then identify the results of your work. And that wraps up today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, reminding you that every financial decision is a step forward to your future. Until next time, stay focused, stay informed, and keep striving for success. See you soon.
In regional news, Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Mottley has announced a landmark move towards regional unity, unveiling plans for full freedom of movement for nationals of Barbados, Belize, Dominica, St. Vincent and the Grenadines starting October 1, 2025. This decision was made at the 49th CARICOM Heads of Government meeting. CBC's Anesta Henry has this report.
Prime Minister, the Honorable Mia Mottley, says ensuring CARICOM nationals can treat the region as one must start simply beyond the skills national movement and the picking out of one person here and a selective group of people there. And this, she says, is why from October 1st, 2025, Barbados, along with Belize, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, will implement complete freedom of movement for their nationals within these 4 CARICOM territories. A decision announced at the 49th regular meeting of CARICOM Heads of Government.
It has not been done arbitrarily or recklessly. The reality is that all of our populations, with the exception of Haiti, are in fact insufficient to meet the needs of development. We do not have enough people to continue to uplift the rest of us in the process of development.
And the Prime Minister Mottley says CARICOM nationals ought not to be frightened of each other.
Because the only fear that puts us to divide each other are the fears that were generated centuries ago by those who understood that the power of suppressing us was in the ability to divide and rule.
July 26 is Barbados' Day of National Significance, a powerful reminder of the 1937 deportation of the Right Excellent Clement Payne and the uprising sparked. Prime Minister Mottley says this year marks 12 years short of the 100th anniversary from when the Right Excellent Clement Payne addressed that significant gathering in Golden Square.
I ask us, how will we prepare ourselves as individuals, as countries, as a region, to ensure that we are ready to withstand the continuous efforts that are intended to be able to control our minds, to control how we see each other, to control how we treat to development, to control how we treat to each other.
One of the highlights of the evening was a theatrical production of Beneath the Smoke. The production, written and directed by Angelo Lascelles, depicted the events leading to the 1937 uprising. Children joined the Prime Minister Mottley and other officials to lay flowers at the bust of Clement Payne. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
Celebrating decades of medical excellence, the 15th Annual University of the West Indies Medical Alumni International Conference brought together generations of healthcare professionals under the theme Trailblazers, Spotlight on UWI Alumni Excellence. Held at the Hyatt Regency in Trinidad and Tobago, the event featured regional and international speakers. Among them, the Minister of Health, Dr. Lakram Bado, who praised UWI graduates for their pioneering contributions. More details in this report.
The 15th University of the West Indies Medical Alumni Association UWIMA International Conference under the theme Trailblazers, Spotlight on UWI Alumni Excellence brought together medical professionals from different generations to share knowledge and expertise. On a drive to connect graduates from each of the UWI's medical faculties, Saturday's conference at the Hyatt Regency featured regional and international graduate speakers, including the Minister of Health, Dr. Lakram Bado.
I'm very happy to be here at the UWIMA conference. I think that the team Trailblazers is apt. because this morning in this room there are many, many trailblazers, UWI graduates, of course, and of course, as the Minister of Health, I recognize the importance and the contributions that these doctors, indeed trailblazers, have made. I myself have 2 degrees from the University of the West Indies, of which I'm extremely proud. So it's a great experience being here. It's not one I would have missed.
UWI member Dr. Leslie Ann Roberts noted how essential multi-generational knowledge sharing is in evolving aspiring medical professionals.
Lighten the past, some of the past work that many of our UWI alumni had done in Trinidad and in other parts of the Caribbean, and showing what pathways they have forged, and as such given rise to mentorship for the young students who are coming up. We had quite a number of medical students present, and in between the lectures, they were held spontaneous medical teachings, and I think they really appreciated it.
Dr. Roberts keenly highlighted Minister Bodo's announcement of the government's intention to focus on education and artificial intelligence moving forward.
In Guyana, students at Diamond Secondary are set to benefit from a major academic and infrastructural upgrade thanks to the addition of a $95 million sixth form block. With these enhancements, the school is also expanding its academic offerings, now providing students with access to 23 CSEC subjects and 16 CAPE subjects, giving them a broader platform to excel in their studies and better prepare for the future. The details coming up.
This school is offering 23 subjects at CSEC, 23 subjects, and they will be offering 16 subjects at CAPE. 16, a wide variety of subjects at the sixth form CAPE level, Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Exam. And with the new block, you're also going to be able to remove the children from the auditorium and put them into classrooms in the new block. So, Diamond, when we walk through this, you now have a new IT lab, you'll see it just now, with 40 stations. You have a new library space with books. You'll see that just now. Your teachers are in a new classroom, and you have 6 big, nice, spacey, airy classrooms over there in the new block.
We kick off our sports report with football. Defending champions Arnett Gardens opened their 2025 Caribbean Football Union Club Shield campaign in dominant fashion, cruising to a 4-0 win over the Blanc FC of Dominica on Sunday at the Otto Boldon Stadium. Shay Smith led the charge with a brace as Arnett Gardens exploded out of the gates with 3 goals in the first 16 minutes of play. Despite their early momentum, the final goal came in stoppage time at the end of the second half, sealing an emphatic victory for the Jamaican side. The results marks a confident start for Arnett Gardens as they seek to retain their regional title. Over now to cricket. Success continues to elude the West Indies in their 5-match T20 International Series against Australia. Game 4 was contested at Warner Park in St. Kitts over the weekend, and it was another easy day at the office for the visitors.
The West Indies were invited to take first knock and battled to 205 for 9 in their 20 overs, with a top score of 31 coming from Sherfane Rutherford. Robman Powell and Romario Shepherd both contributed 28 to the cause. Adam Zampa took 3 wickets at a cost of 54 runs to lead the Australian bowlers. The home team had early success in defence of the total, with Mitchell Marsh falling second ball for no score. They settled after that and made it to 66 before losing another wicket, but were basically out of trouble until Jediah Blades tried to single-handedly turn the match in West Indies' favour with a spell of 3 for 29. But the support in the field was poor. An unbeaten 55 from Cameron Green plus 51 from Josh Inglis and 47 by Glenn Maxwell helped the Aussies to 206 for 7 with 4 balls remaining to register the 3-wicket win and put them 4-0 up in the series. Game 5 will be on Monday at Warner Park. Wayne Cunningham, TTT Sport.
And that's the news on PBCJ. You can follow us on our social media platforms at PBCJamaica. Thank you so much for watching.